Sales teams are dead. They're boring. They have no momentum. Those are the 3 things that will kill your business. In this video, you're gonna see our team having fun, being passionate, fired up, and really building a culture of excellence together. Come check out how we do one of our sales meetings. Let's go. All right, guys, so check this out. A lot of the times when I'm giving the sales meeting, it might be hardcore. I might rip for 30 minutes on different subjects and different things that I know are important. But today, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna talk about a couple of things with follow-up, and then we're gonna get into some games. Some of you leaders out there, you gotta know when to drive your team and to really whip that ass. And then sometimes you just gotta know when you've ridden them too hard and also just have fun with them. Everybody say fun. So today, we're not gonna as much worry about some tactical tips. What we're gonna do is worry about getting these guys to have some fun and some momentum. Let's go, watch this. Guys, let's slide it up today. Let's slide it up, let's slide it up, let's slide it up. Slide it up. Slide it up. Let's slide it up. Let's go. Woo! Meeting starts in about 10 minutes. Just gonna drop in, say hi to everybody, make sure their momentum's on fire. Check everybody's eyes. Ready to go?
Getting ready, baby. Oh, it's time. We're calling, we're dialing, we're getting ready.
Oh, he's
Come on, baby.
Let's go. Let's go, baby. Big day, big day, big day. Let's go today. Good job. Good job. Let's go today, Selena.
I love you. I love you, Emmett. You're the best ever.
Let's go in here real quick as we get ready for the meeting. One of the mistakes that I made early on as a leader was I didn't just go around and talk to my team and really check everybody's eyes, see where they're at, see what their belief looks like. Try to feel out if there's some different problems, different things going on, kind of identify that. And as a salesperson, like you as a leader, you've been a salesperson your whole life. Your goal is you gotta sell the team. You gotta sell them on the vision. You gotta hit them from different freaking angles. So in a few minutes, these guys are gonna come in here. Got a couple of gifts for them, got a couple of things that are gonna light them up. And then at the end of this video, I'm gonna give you 3 keys to a good sales team and a good sales meeting. Let's go. This morning's meeting is simple. Listen up. Write 2 things down. Speed to lead, write that down, and follow up. Let's make this meeting really easy, really simple. Speed to lead. What's a good time to get back to a lead, guys? 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, what is it?
30 seconds to 2 minutes is the key.
That's the key. If you can get to it in 30 seconds, 2 minutes, you're savage, you're freaking Deborah, you're gonna get these people on a phone, set to a deal. Speed to lead is super, super important. But it's also important that we said follow-up is the next one, right?
Yes.
I think 5 to 10 minutes is healthy. Obviously, if you're not getting to them in a couple of hours, 4 hours, they rotate, right? So you gotta get to them quick. What's your follow-up process? A couple hours a day, are you following back up with the leads that didn't answer? Do you have that set up? Write down your follow-up time block, whatever your process is. Write it down. Write it down. Is it a certain time during the day? For me, I'll just give you my example. I like to follow up between 5 and 7 p.m. because I know that's when they're usually at home. I like to hit my high income earning activities early on. So that's like right out of the gate. I try to call my hottest prospects when my energy is the highest from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Get my lunch, come back, and then I'm hitting some more leads. I'm trying to find some of the ones that are just coming in. I'm making sure I'm staying on those. Like whatever your process is, it's just important. Everybody say speed to lead. Speed to lead. And then follow up. Okay, you guys know your money's gonna be made in your fall. Not everyone's gonna be done on the very first time. Okay, so Lacey, the ones in the red are ones that
have no dial detected. There's a couple of WhatsApp ones. So
okay.
Obviously there won't be one on a WhatsApp lead, but anything that starts with a 1 is a dial that did not happen the day that it came in.
Brendan missed one, right? So Brendan got to all of the ones that he got. Selena got to all of hers except a couple of WhatsApp ones, it looks like, which those are hard to detect, but it looks like every other one she got to. Danny Klein, he missed a couple. Well, one of them's a WhatsApp lead, so those are hard to detect. Earl, you got to all but, looks like every single one that we could detect. Good job, Earl. Esteban, you had all of these ones. Let's see what you got to. A lot of these are regular numbers. Esteban, did you miss some of these ones? Okay, get on those, bro. Listen, speed to lead, dude. That's your money. Look at that money that's sitting right there. You don't know who these people are. Tickets, brotherhoods, people that need a breakthrough. Dude, they're sitting right here. You got the lead. Call them. Okay, if you have a problem with it or something's going on, let me figure out how I can help you. Eva, 3 of them that aren't detected. Are these WhatsApps? Yeah. Were these regular numbers? So she looks like she's 50 for 50. Did you call the WhatsApps? Did you call them though? Can you call? You can call, right? Call them. Call their asses. Blow them up. Hit them on Instagram. See if you can find them on Instagram. Guys, don't give up. Like, I'm telling you, get relentless on this thing. Greg, all but this number. Did you call this guy?
Yeah, it's in WhatsApp.
Okay, what's up?
He wasn't in my name, he was in Errol's name. I saw that list this morning, so I went to find it and I reassigned it to me. So
Nice.
I came
You
from.
skated Earl?
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's the Macklin twins. Let's go. Hey guys, if you have any questions at all, we want you to text us. Our phone number is 480-780-2203, and one of us will get back to you. We got your back for life. Let's get back to the video. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
I did call
Jacob, where you at?
He did reach out to it. He did reach out to that guy.
Oh, we double called his ass. I like it. Jesse Cloud, you got a bunch of these look like regular numbers. Where's Jesse? Jesse, were you super busy on these ones? Couldn't get to these ones?
I didn't know I was getting leads.
Okay, you got some leads in there?
Yeah.
All right. So Jesse, you did a good job getting to those ones. Go figure out those ones. That could be your morning right there. You got some good ones in there, right? Where'd Jesse go? Okay, Jesse, you got like 4 in there. That's good.
Yeah.
Jimmy Lee's missing 1. Jimmy, have you called this one?
Texted, it was a WhatsApp.
Okay. Can you call him?
Yeah, I'll call him.
Beat him to death. Is that the only one Jimmy had in there?
Yeah.
Jonathan got all of those ones. Looks like a couple of WhatsApps. And then Jonathan, looks like you got maybe 3 in there that aren't WhatsApp.
Yeah, I just started hitting these.
Kobe, 3 of them. Those look American to me.
The first one was a WhatsApp. I texted that one.
Okay.
And then Jeff and Samuel weren't in my pipeline, but I had to log out like Jesse did. And
Okay.
log back in. So
All right, get a hold of them. Get a hold of their asses. Luke, what do we got on your 2? Maria, you've got a couple in here. I got uncomfortable with that one. I'm like, oh, this shit could go sideways, you know. She'll let me say that shit, but she won't let Bryce say
Tell me
that.
to be more direct.
Yeah, okay.
If you call any of those, we're gonna work on it today. We all did follow up from Miami. That's all we did is follow up.
Okay, cool.
Today, so
Totally understandable. I get it. You got 5 good ones sitting right in there.
Yeah.
Mike Uarga, you did a good job getting to 2. You got 1. Can you get to that one, Mike?
Yeah, I didn't even see that one in my pipeline, but I'll find it.
Ryan Rasmussen, you got 1. That's a WhatsApp. Did you call that one?
Yep.
Okay. Let's stay on these. This is a big event that we got to sell out. First, we got to get like the ones that we're doing right. We got to get our sell gyms right. But now let's just get to it. What do we say? What's the key today?
Speed.
And then let's just add one more F to it. Let's have fun today.
Yeah.
All right. So what was it? Speed. You guys have it's game time. The person that can get their phone the closest to the wall gets $100. Okay? Alright, and then when we go outside, we're gonna play for a couple $100 too on the thing. So got the grips on there. It can't hit the wall. You're eliminated if it hits the wall.
Say that I'm sorry. Tell me what I gotta do. 'Cause I can't let go. It's chemical. No, I can't let go. It's chemical. You break me, then I break my rules. Last time was the last time too. It's fucked up, I know, but I'm still is. Outside of the party, smoking in the car with you. Seven
Maria, so Maria,
Go, Maria.
double or nothing. Take it, get some.
Tell me what I gotta do. 'Cause I can't let go. It's chemical. I can't let go. It's chemical.
Nothing meant more to me today than me versus Maria one-on-one. God damn it. That eats me alive. I just hate losing. So line up directly across from your partner, like this. Like this. Line up directly across from your partner. This is gonna get fun. Some people are gonna get hit with some eggs in the face.
It's about to go down, boys. It's about to go down. This is redemption for the game that we just played.
I'm the best egg thrower. Nobody can beat I.
I'm the best.
He's not the best. They think they're the best.
Soft hand.
We're actually, the women are the best.
Let's go. It's over. It's a wrap. We're too good at this game. Our hands were built for this.
Okay, round 3. Ready? Everybody on this side is going tonight? Okay, everybody, even on this side? All right, do your first toss.
Outworked everyone. Complete domination. We don't get tired. Total recreation.
go.
hands.
The final four, baby.
Let's go.
The final four.
Building this life, great by design, made for the grind.
All right, take your step back.
All the time.
This is crazy. These guys could go pro in egg toss. You guys might need to switch your careers.
Get tired. Let's go, baby. I don't need a rest for my family.
Okay, who's left? Who's left? Who's left?
My words.
Let's go. Let's go. No! With my armpit.
Make it, they win.
That's it, no more hiding. Success or die trying. For my family, I'm
That was crazy. From center field. That was like a 50-yard throw.
Take the pain, let it motivate the change. I will never be the same.
Gotta eat it though, you can't spit it out. All right, guys, listen up. We got a shitload of momentum. We got the Goggins event. We got plenty of stuff that we can sell. There's tons of people who need us. What do they need? They need to believe. They need to get excited. They need a hope, right? Is that your job?
Yes.
Can we just simplify our job? What do? We give people a chance to believe.
Yes.
We have fun. We give them a chance to get excited. We give them a chance to hope, right? All right, so repeat after me. Ready? We give people a chance to believe again. We give people a chance to believe again. We give people a chance to get excited again. We give people a chance to get excited again. We give people a chance to hope again. We give people a chance to hope again. We give people a chance to make big money again. We give people a chance to make big money again. All right, let's go, baby. Let's go. All right, guys, I hope you had fun with the Elliott Group on our sales meeting today. Man, we love building this culture that's fired up, that's fun, that it just has a culture of expectation and accountability. That's what we love. I'm gonna give you my 4 keys to a really good sales meeting. And if you're gonna have a good sales team, you better be damn good at all 4 of these things. It's one of the most important skills that you can learn. If you're not a leader yet, you need to really lean into this video because all of you guys are leaders. That's the truth. You have family, you have friends, you have people that are looking up to you. Do you? The answer is yes. So to get good at all of these things, you will build the right family, you will build the right friend group, you will start to influence, you will start to attract people if you can do these things. They're also very much sales skills because when I'm with somebody and I can do these skills, I'm very influential. I'm very magnetic because I've practiced these things at a high level. So the 4 critical elements that you need to have a badass sales meeting are this. Number 1, you gotta motivate your team. Number 2, you gotta inspire your team. Number 3, you gotta have data-driven information. And number 4, you gotta drive them. You gotta use all of that stuff and drive them to the finish line. So let me explain. In our meeting today, my goal was to come in there and actually have fun with our team. Sometimes we ride them really hard, and then other times we need to pull back and not ride them as hard and remind them why they love working here. So that was more of one of our fun sales meetings. The key is number 1, you have to be a motivator. Nobody wants to work for some negative crybaby, man. Somebody that they don't want to be around, somebody that they don't want to be like. So if you're going to be a motivator, you're going to have to practice speaking. You're going to have to write things down. You're going to have become a student of the game. You will be a public speaker. Whether you speak to 1 person or 1,000, you are a public speaker if you're in sales and leadership. So it's very important that we learn how to talk, how to use wordplay, how to drive home our message so our people are fired up to want to listen to us. What's your tonality look like? What's your body language look like? Do people want to be around you? Do you bring that uplifting, positive spirit? Or when they see you, do they just want to run? They're like, oh my God, here he comes again. No, man. So when I'm talking about motivation, we know that motivation is temporary. But the truth is if you can't temporarily motivate your people, then you can't change their state. Then you can never get them to number 2 and 3 and 4 in this situation. So get good at motivating your team. You know, I showed you guys how I walked around the office. I'm looking at their eyes. I'm thinking if somebody's got a problem or something's going on or how they're doing, I might pivot back around after a sales meeting throughout the day and give them a little motivation, talk to them, see if I can find a problem, and then resell them on the dream, on the goal, on helping more people get their wins inside of our company, with their clients getting wins, and they're gonna win. But in that meeting, Do you have it planned out? Do you know what you're gonna say? Do you know how you're gonna motivate your team? You got to. Number 2, you gotta inspire them. Motivation is temporary, inspiration lasts a little bit longer. When I'm inspiring my team, I'm casting the vision on where they're gonna be in the company. Most people leave companies because they just don't know where they stand. They don't know where the vision is for them. And if your people don't know the vision on where they're going with the company, they're never gonna stay with you. So you got your motivation, they're fired up, you got your inspiration. Now they know where they are in the company and where you see them going with you in the company. You know, that's one of the most important things. One of the reasons why I quit the car business and came to work for Andy is I never knew I sold cars for several years, and I was really good at it, but I felt capped out. When I saw Andy, I'm like, man, if I get around that guy, I can learn some new things and I could go to the next level. So the truth is I actually fired my old boss, my old team. They're not bad people, but I didn't see where I was gonna go with their company. When I got with Andy, he inspired me. Okay, he inspired me. He was really good at casting his vision. I want you to write that word down under inspiration. Cast your vision constantly. When we came down to talk to Andy, he was like, man, we're the #1 automotive sales training company in the world. I walked into a 900 square foot conference room and he's giving a meeting to like 30 people. And I'm like, wow. And I talked to him on the phone and he's telling me about his company. And when I got down there, based off of his conviction, I was sold. Now that might've been his future truth. Patrick Bet-David talks a lot about telling yourself your future truth. So the truth is maybe he wasn't the #1 company in the automotive sales training company in the world, but I was bought in on his vision. And then he would cast his vision and inspire me to want to be with him. He'd say, Evan, I'm going to show you how to make 7 figures. I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to show you how to get in the best shape of your life. I'm going to do this. You roll with me. Here's how your life's going to look. That's inspiration. Do you do that with your team? Do you pick different people? You might see that they're going through something and you remind them who they are. That's inspiration. You got to remind them who they are. You got to be that person that when you walk in, your energy is freaking up here, man. People are inspired by people that are up here, not down here. Be ready to go. This is game day. Do you give your team the Friday night feeling? I want you to write that down. I want to give my team the Friday night feeling in my meetings, which means like when I used to take the football field, that Friday night feeling, I'd get the goosebumps on my arms. I'm getting them right now. I'd be all jacked up, man. I'd be all excited. I got the butterflies. That's what we want them to have before they go get on the phones, okay? Which leads me to number 3, data-driven meetings. You got to give them some data. You saw me up on the board going through a couple of things, speed to lead and follow-up. You saw me going through that. I didn't need to coach them and train them on that. We do that all the time. We have a training system. We also build those for companies. We have a badass training system that shows them that. But I really wanted to remind them that #1, I'm looking at the data. I'm watching it. If they know that I'm watching it, they're gonna get to their leads faster. So I'm giving them a little information in that sales meeting. That's gonna help them make more money, help the company make more money, but that's also gonna help the clients get a better experience. So I drop that tip in there. I go through each salesperson and I'm asking them, hey, why didn't you get back to this lead? Hey, what's up with this one? Hey, what's up with this one? What did we do? We stuck on that for about 10 minutes. What did I do? I called each one of them out, but it was a healthy call out. It wasn't a crazy call out. And sometimes I will do some crazy call outs. I'm not scared to call somebody out, but I'm also wanting to call them up. I'm also wanting to call them up to a better life, to a better response time, to making better money, to giving the clients a better experience. So that's what I did, okay? And then the last part is number 4, guys, and the most important one, hands down, is being a driver. I want you to write this word down. I really want you to understand the best leaders in the world, they can get people to stick around long enough with motivation, inspiration, and data to buy into the dream so that way they can make money and have a great life in this company for a long period of time, okay? So the most important things about being a driver is you gotta be uplifting. You gotta be direct. You got to be a good example. If you're not a good example and people don't want to be like you, they're never going to listen to you. So the drivers can mix all of these things together, and then when they're talking, they have the key, which is moral authority. I want you to write that word down. Moral authority to me means based off of your prior successes, based off your success with people that have gotten close to you. You've shown those people how to make more money. You've shown those people how to have a better life. You are the ultimate example and the authority in your company. And in order to get there, you better have been doing the work. You better have been a person that's an example for how your attitude or how everybody's attitude should run in the company. You better be the most positive person in the company. You better be a person that also doesn't take shit. You know, I'm not saying be an a-hole, but I am saying you got to be a person that's direct, that gives people honest feedback. You should show them exactly what they got to do to win. You're a person, I want you to write this down, that manages actions over results. Okay, in the company, I'm managing data, I'm managing outbound calls, appointments, all of these things. I'm looking at the data, I'm motivating, inspiring them, and then I'm figuring out a way to drive them to get more actions, and the results will naturally come. Okay, so as a driver, get really good at tying all these together. I want to give you an example of one of the best drivers in the world, Tom Brady. Tom Brady is very inspirational. He's very motivational. Tom Brady's a guy that's going to go over game film and tape with his teammates, and then he's going to drive them on the actions that they need to do in order to go out there and get those Super Bowl rings. Okay? So think about that. Are you that type of person? And if you're not, it's very simple. You need to sit down every day. You need to study. You need to study motivational speakers, people around you that get you fired up. How do they talk? How do they do their words? Are you writing things down? Are you learning? Are you still in self-development? Are you in progress? Do you have the most important word, which we talked about as moral authority? Okay, I want to be that moral authority that when I walk in the room, my team has respect for me. Why? Because I'm still producing. Why? Because I'm on the front lines with them. Why? Because I have a heart. I care about every single one of them, their family members, how they make money, how they live, what example they set in the communities, all of that stuff. That's what the Elliott Group stands for. Earning it all, getting everything, not being a one-dimensional person. So I'm going to drive that stuff home. So those are the keys to a really good sales meeting. Those are the keys to being a really good leader. You can use those in your family, with your kids. Does not matter. I go to my son's baseball practice and I'm doing the same thing I just did with my team, and I'm doing that stuff with them. I also want to be a guy that has fun. I don't want to take life too seriously. I'm very intense. I'm very passionate. But I also want to be known as a guy that has a good heart, that is fun to be around. I hold myself to a very high standard, so I'm going to hold the people around me to a very high standard. But at the same time, we're going to have fun. We're going to be intense. We're going to be passionate. We're going to be loving. We're going to be caring. And I'm going to paint the picture, the vision, inspire, motivate them to be like that, because I know, being in this business, being in sales for as long as I've been, if you can carry those traits, you're going to win. So guys, understand this. Most of your team is going to be driven by competition. They're going to be driven by the fear of embarrassment. They're going to be driven by breaking records. Some of them, they just want to break freaking records. And then one of the most important things that they're going to be driven by, and I'm very driven by this, is an enemy. Find out who their enemy is. Find out who your enemy is. Maybe it's competition, you know, their old life, man. Maybe they just don't like who they used to become. That's their freaking enemy, and they want to push towards the person that they do want to become. Figure out what those enemies are and use those as fuel for your team. So those are my keys to building a really good sales meeting and really becoming the best leader possible for your team, your family, your community. All right, guys, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for watching it. You're a true 1%er. Go on ahead and click this video right here, and I'm going to give you some powerful tips to building the ultimate sales team. Let's go.